Good evening, welcome or welcome back to Golem Telly. I'm your host, the magical Mr. E. Now, tonight, let me just tell you what I've been doing this evening. It's Friday, the 20th of September. It's about 10 to midnight. I've just got back from Hammersmith. I went to the Hammersmith Apollo this evening to see Blade Runner live. Now, Blade Runner live is essentially the director's cut of Blade Runner projected onto a big screen, but with a live orchestra in front, playing the entire Vangelis score from the film. It was fantastic, really quite a moving experience because Blade Runner is one of my top 10 films of all time. So to see it the way I saw it this evening, it was really quite special. Well, Blade Runner came out in 1982, and since I'd had such a lovely evening, I thought to myself it would be nice to stick around in 1982 for a little while longer. And on the train on the way home, I was thinking to myself, what else happened in 1982 that I could perhaps talk about this evening? And it occurred to me that I have got in my possession a complete Panini Espana 82 World Cup sticker album. It's still in its original Shoot magazine bag, and you've probably also spotted by now there's an unopened packet of Espana 82 stickers in there. I'm not going to be opening those tonight, so don't get overexcited. But I am going to take this out of the Shoot magazine bag. I'm going to take it over to camera 2, stick it under the retroscope, zoom in, and we'll take a look at the entire album together, and then we'll come back here and say night-night. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The Espana 82 World Cup sticker album from Panini. Let's just take a moment to admire the beauty of this fabulous album. Let's get this open and have a closer look, shall we? So as you can see, there is the free with Shoot clear plastic bag. I don't have the original Shoot magazine. I'm sure I could probably track it down easily enough if I wanted to, but I don't need that. Big 52-page Espana 82 World Cup album, plus 4 free stickers. To start your collection of 400 stickers featuring all the 24 finalists in the 1982 World Cup finals, including star players, team groups, team managers, and team badges. It says there will be 8 more free stickers next week. Then further stickers will be on sale at many newsagents for 6p for a packet of 4. So 4 stickers per packet. That's interesting. I don't remember that. For some reason, I seem to remember the packets always having 6 stickers in. But anyway, 4 stickers per pack. But I tell you what, 6p for 4 stickers. Do you know how much a packet of stickers is these days? I think it's something like 70p, but I bet you it's gone up since then. I bet you it's more like 90p now. Someone let me know in the comments. I think it's time to open the bag, don't you? Let's open it up. There we go. Carefully does it. It's not sellotaped or sealed or anything. But let's just get the sticker packet out of here first and put the album to one side. Espana 82 World Cup. There's, what's his name, the little mascot? Naranjito or something? Ah, figurine Panini. It's beautiful, just like new. 42 years old, that is. Right, let's pop that over there. And let's bring this over here again. And out it comes. Nothing on the back of that bag, so we'll just pop that over there. And there it is. My goodness. How nice is that? Let's just take a quick look at the back. And how much was the album back in the day? 20p. 20p. Get the album for 20p and a pack of stickers for 6p. Here we go. We're going in. Now, straight away, we can see the shiny stickers on this page. We've got the official Espana 82 logo, I guess. We've got a picture of the World Cup. There he is. Naranjito. What did I say a minute ago? Naranjito? I don't speak Spanish at all, by the way, so apologies if my accent is just terrible, but I'm going to go with Naranjito. I think that's how you would pronounce it. And a quick reminder of who the previous World Cup winners had been. This was something like the 16th World Cup, or was it the 12th? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, it was the 12th World Cup finals. And the current holders, Argentina. Wasn't it held in Argentina in 1978? I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there we are. England had been the winners in 66. Interestingly enough, I think that this World Cup, Espana 82, was the first World Cup that England had actually qualified for, as in won a qualification campaign or succeeded in a qualification campaign for about 20 years. The reason being, they qualified automatically in 66 as the hosts. They qualified automatically in 1970 as the winners, or the current holders. They didn't qualify in 74, and they didn't qualify in 78. So this was the first time England had succeeded in a qualifying campaign for 20 years. How about that? There's some trivia for you. We've got a breakdown of the tournament, who's playing who, and when, and where. Some lovely posters across the top. Madrid 1982, Barcelona, Sevilla, La Coruña, what's this one, Vigo. You've got the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu, that's the Bernabéu Stadium in Madrid. You've got Barcelona's Nou Camp. Let's see, are there any more on the other page? There's something like 15 or so venues altogether, I think. Was it 17? More lovely posters across the top. This is really gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, where are these other venues then? Let's see what else I can mispronounce. Gijón, Alicante, La Coruña, Oviedo, Zaragoza. Yeah? Considering I'm not a Spanish speaker, that's not bad, right? Zaragoza. Bilbao, Valencia, Malaga. These are gorgeous. Look at these wonderful paintings. Beautiful posters. That one's a little bit ambitious. I can't make that one out. Oh, look, here we go. First team is up. And it's Italy, Italia. Love these badges, the shiny stickers. Not over the top, beautiful enough just by being silvery. These guys are in Group 1. There were 4 teams in each group. Dino Zoff, the oldest player at that time, certainly, maybe still, the oldest player to lift the World Cup. And he was 40, wasn't he? 40 years old when he won the World Cup with Italy, because Italy went on to win, by the way, spoilers, but they did. Marco Tardelli, I can remember John Motson just screaming, Marco Tardelli, at the top of his voice when he scored in the final. Paolo Rossi, now there's a player who is a real legend. He won the Golden Boot that year. He scored 6 goals in the World Cup finals. And I don't know how many matches they would have played. They would have played 3 in the first round, 2 in the second round, when they had another knockout stage, but with 3 teams instead of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a semi-final and the final. So in 7 games, 6 goals. Pretty good going. Well done, Paolo Rossi. Let's move on. That's Italy. And also in that group, in Group 1 was Poland. Poland, there you are. Proper team photo, that one. Just 11 players standing there with their arms crossed, arms folded in the back, squatting down at the front. That's what a football team photo should look like. Boniek, that's the one. Now, he scored a lot of goals. He was one of the top players, wasn't he? They played really well, actually. I think they did very well in this tournament. Did they get to the semi-final? I think they might have done, you know. Peru. Very cool kit, but not one of the best teams in world football. Who's got the coolest photograph, do we think? Maybe this guy. That's a great face he's making. Julio Cesar Uribe. I wonder if he's still alive. I hope so. Okay, let's move on. Who else? Who rounded out Group 1? Cameroon. They've only given them 1 page. It's a bit mean. So Cameroon, I guess the outsiders in that group, because here we move from Group 1 into Group 2. And I guess this was the lowest placed team in Group 1. Algeria would have been the lowest placed team in Group 2. And they only gave Cameroon one page. But they gave them a full badge, which is nice. And the team photo, of course. But their players, they were limited to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stickers only. 8 stickers for the also-rans, plus your badge and your team. That's all you get. Oh, now Algeria, I remember this. Algeria got the hump because I think they were in the same group as West Germany and Austria. That was it. And West Germany and Austria played out a very unsporting match in which they kind of fixed the result on the pitch. I think they scored a goal, or a couple of goals were scored in the opening 10 minutes to get the result that they wanted. And then for the remaining 80 minutes or so, both sets of players just kind of passed the ball around and didn't score any more goals. That's what I can remember. But yeah, and Algeria understandably said, well, hang on a minute, that's cheating. You can't do that. But it didn't wash, and poor old Algeria went home, and West Germany and Austria both went through to the next round. Sorry, Algeria. I'm a quarter German, so I feel partly responsible. I apologise, Algeria, for the way in which you were unceremoniously dumped out of the World Cup in 1982 by the shoddy behaviour of Germany and Austria. It was wrong. Speak of the devil, Germany. In fact, that wasn't the only bit of naughtiness they got up to in that tournament. This guy, Harold Schumacher, clattered into a French player. I think it might have been in the semi-final. And the French player, Battiston, I think, was bearing down on goal, was looking to score a goal, and Schumacher, instead of even trying to reach for the ball, just went straight for Battiston. Knocked him out, knocked out 2 of his teeth. Battiston had to be stretchered off, and Germany went on to win the game, and they got through to the final. Of course, they didn't win, which seems only right, because they were beaten by Italy in the final. But very naughty. Anyway, they had some great players though. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, and he played for Bayern Munich. Right, let's move on. From Deutschland to their partners in crime, Austria. I don't think there were any particularly famous Austrian players. Shall we have a look? Who's got the best picture then in that case? He's definitely got the best picture. He looks very, very Austrian. He's got a bit of a stereotypical 80s look about him, hasn't he? The old perm and the moustache. That was very much an 80s look. And of course he would have almost certainly had a shell suit. Has he got a chain there as well? He has, hasn't he? He's got the whole thing going on there. All right, fabulous. He looks like a porn star. So he does. Come on. Sorry, it's true. Let's move on. Chile. Nice looking badge. Don't know what's going on in that team photograph there. It's a little bit disorganized. Elias Figueroa. Good name. Wow, look at Rene Valenzuela. He's really giving it everything he's got, singing that anthem. There's nothing he won't do to help Chile win. From Chile to Argentina. Well now, I think they were favourites to win because they were the holders, weren't they? So they were, I guess, the everyone's favourite to retain the World Cup. Now, who's this fella? Yeah, Diego Armando Maradona. So Diego Maradona, he didn't really do anything particularly noteworthy in this tournament. He'd obviously go on to do amazing things in 86 and 90 and 94, but in 82, the only thing that he did that was particularly memorable was in the game against Brazil. He kicked one of their players in the goalies and got sent off. It was drugs in 94, it was handball in 86, there were tears in 1990, violence in '82. And they didn't win. Who else was playing for Argentina then? Anybody I know? Oh, Ozzy Ardiles, look, there's Ozzy Ardiles. Okay, let's move on. Not much to say about Hungary, really. Apart from, I've never been a fan of football shirts with the badge in the middle. It should be here, on the left-hand side. Okay, still in Group 3. Belgique. Belgium. I love the Belgian badge. It looks so good. Great colours. Oh, Michel Prudhomme. I remember him. Certainly remember that name. Frans van der Elst. Oh, Jan Koelemans. Yeah, I'm remembering quite a few of these names, I think. Did any of these players play? Yeah, that's why I remember Van der Elst. He was playing for West Ham. So I would have probably had his sticker in my Football 82 sticker album as well. We'll have to take a look at that one day. Happy memories collecting those. So where are we? Page 26 and 27. The ignominy of being a 4th ranked team in an Espana 82 group. You only get one page in the Panini sticker album and you only get 10 stickers. I'll tell you who does deserve a bit of respect though, is Juan Gilberto Quinteros, because that is a fabulous head of hair. And Kuwait. Now, Kuwait, they certainly enjoyed a bit of controversy in their brief appearance. So I'm pretty sure that this is the first and only time that Kuwait appeared at a World Cup finals. But they certainly made their mark. I think the controversy that I remember seeing the game on TV, and the whole game was stopped, and I think the manager, or was it the owner, I don't know, the president of Kuwait or something, came onto the pitch to complain about a goal that had been scored against them by claiming that the players thought that the whistle that they had heard from the crowd was actually the referee's whistle, and they sort of stopped playing. And then the opposition, I think it was France, went on to score a goal against them, and the president, or whoever it was, the representative of Kuwait who marched onto the field, managed to get the whole game stopped until he could have it out with the referee, and the referee changed his mind and disallowed the goal. But I think they still lost the game, so it didn't really do them any good. But it gave them their World Cup moment that everybody remembers, so it was worth doing. And here we go. Oh yes, because they were in England's group as well, weren't they? England and France and Kuwait. And who was the other team in our group back then? Oh well, we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, the badge never looked better. The team photograph, Kevin Keegan there, very proud. Was it the best England kit ever? Some say yes. It's a great looking kit. The yellow goalkeeper's jersey, Peter Shilton, Ray Clements looking great in that sort of lemony yellow jersey. And what players we had. Phil Neal, Phil Thompson, both famous Liverpool players, that amazing Liverpool team of the late 70s and early 80s. That period of time, there was a 6-year spell, I think from 1977 to 1982, when English teams won the European Cup, as it was then, not the Champions League, but the European Cup 6 years running. I think Liverpool won it 3 times during that period, 77 to 82. Aston Villa won it once. Nottingham Forest won it twice, in 1979 and 1980. There's a couple of Forest players there, aren't there? Yep, Schiltz. And where is he? Tony Woodcock. And there was, of course, one more. Oh, Trevor Francis, yeah, but he wasn't at Forest back then. He'd moved to Manchester City. And of course, we lost Trevor Francis last year. Poor man had a heart attack in Spain, I believe. Gone too soon. Trevor Francis, the man who won that first European Cup for Forest with his brilliant header against Malmo in 1979. So Keegan, of course, who was at Southampton by that point. Brian Robson, who scored after 20 seconds, or was it 25, 27 seconds against France in our first match, wearing the red kit, the away kit. We looked good in that kit as well. Now, the thing about England in '82 is we were knocked out in the end, didn't make it as far as the semi-final, even though we didn't lose a game. So, unbeaten, but out of the World Cup after the second group stage. The other team in Group 4, Czechoslovakia. No longer called Czechoslovakia, of course, but they were called Czechoslovakia then. Not the most exciting badge there, I'm afraid. Sorry, Czechoslovakia. What's the Czech Republic badge like? Is it the same? Now, France. Where's Battiston? Oh, there he is. Patrick Battiston. A handsome man. I guess having his teeth knocked out wouldn't have done his looks much good. But hopefully he had them popped back in when he got back to France. And it all worked out okay. Platini, there he is, Michel Platini. Alain Giresse. Jean Amadou Tigana. Let's move on to Group 5, I think. Ah yes, Group 5, the home nation, the host nation. The photographs are a little bit all over the place, aren't they? Here's Luis Arconada. I guess he's at a match. There's like a bit of a crowd behind. He's just at some sort of training ground. He's at a different part of that training ground. That looks like someone's balcony. This looks like a night match. He decided not to comb his hair before having his photograph taken. It's okay, it's his choice. But yeah, the pictures are a little bit shoddy for Spain. Given that it was your tournament, Spain, you might have made a bit more of an effort. Yugoslavia. Also in Group 5, up against the host nation. Do we know any Yugoslavian players from 1982? I don't think I do. So we won't dwell on this team. Come on, look at that badge. That's not the best, is it? That's Yugoslavia. Not much to say about Yugoslavia, really. Nothing too exciting or controversial there, but check this out. Northern Ireland. So 3 home nations qualified for Espana 82. Of course, we've seen England already. The other 2 were Northern Ireland and Scotland. And Northern Ireland, they did cover themselves in glory at this tournament. They didn't progress, I don't think, from the first group, but they did memorably beat Spain. Did Jennings play for Spurs and Arsenal in his career? European Cup winner, Martin O'Neill, who was of Norwich City by that point, but of course, he really was a Forest legend, a Nottingham Forest legend. Okay, so anyway, well done Northern Ireland for beating Spain and carving out a moment in history for yourselves. Honduras. Efrain Gutierrez, Fernando Bulnes, Hector Zelaya, and Roberto Figueroa. They are taking their responsibilities very seriously and showing the world just how much playing for Honduras means to them. Good for them. Quite right too. Okay, into Group 6, and it's Brazil. My goodness me, there were some great players. Oscar, Edinho Junior, Falcao, Socrates, Zico. Oh my goodness, Serginho, Eder. These names, 42 years later, they may not have won the World Cup, but my goodness, those names just live on. Of course, they came up against Scotland, didn't they? So there we are, 18th of June, 1982, Brazil v Scotland. And I think that ended up 4-1 to Brazil. But didn't Scotland win a game? I think they did. It must have been against New Zealand then, because New Zealand, I'm sure, will be the last team to appear in the book in a moment.
And I think they were the other team in Group 6, so Scotland must have beaten New Zealand. I'll have to check later on. But anyway, here we are. Here's Scotland. There's a Forest legend right there, John Robertson, who, of course, provided the cross for Trevor Francis's header in 1979 to win the European Cup for Forest, first time out. And then, of course, he scored the goal to win it the following year in 1980. So Forest legends don't come much more legendary than John Robertson. And there he was representing his country alongside the likes of Kenny Dalglish and Steve Archibald, John Walk, Graham Souness, Asa Hartford, Gordon Strachan. I mean, what a team. Alan Hansen, Joe Jordan, Andy Gray. I mean, it's impressive, isn't it? Scotland had a lot of really good players. Alex McLeish. Everything about this spread just looks perfect, doesn't it? Great colours of Scotland. Brilliant badge. New Zealand, the last team in the album, completing Group 6. New Zealand wrapping things up for Espana 82, the Panini sticker album. And that's that, I guess. Just want to take a look at where these players were plying their trade. Anybody in England? Yes, Winton Rufer, playing for Norwich. And that's it. There we are. That is the end of the Espana 82 sticker album. Okay, I hope you enjoyed taking a look through it. There's a pack of stickers as well, unopened. Will I open them one day? Maybe. So that was the Panini Espana 82 sticker album. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the album with me. I certainly had a lot of fun going through it. What's up next? No idea. Give me a couple of days to think about it, and I will meet you back here with a nice surprise. Until then, keep well. Thank you once again for joining me. Please don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon.
Evening shadows deepen.